What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This week's episode goes out to all my fellow Suzuki outboard motor owners that follow my channel. I told y'all if I ever had an issue with my 200 Suzuki, you'd be the first to know. I'd do a video on it, share it with you. Had my first issue the other day. Code 3-7. This one can and will leave you stranded if you don't know this simple, easy fix. All right, right there. You see it, check engine 3-7. So let me tell you what happened and what happens when you get this code. I was way back in the marsh fixing a sight fish with my sight fishing tower. I started trimming my motor up and I heard that beeping, saw that code. And what happens when that code comes on is it won't allow you to trim your motor down at all. So you can trim your motor up, but it won't let you trim it down. See, try to go up, we're going up. Try to go down, nothing. We got the key turned on, as you can see, absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So we say, okay, let's go back here. We're gonna trim it down back here. Nothing. We can go up, can't go down. So as you can see, we're up a good ways, can't go down. I'm gonna show you the fix, how to correct this issue. Very simple, but it will leave you stranded. Let's say you're with your family, you run out west end of Dauphin Island, one of the barrier islands in Mississippi. Run out somewhere to spend the afternoon. You trim your motor up very shallow, ease in, bump the sandbar, and you spend a nice afternoon. The sun's setting, it's getting dark, it's time to run back in. Okay, you push off the sandbar, get in your boat, turn it on, go to trim the motor down, and nothing. Okay, you're 12 miles offshore on a barrier island, or you're a long ways from the launch, nobody around. You can't trim your motor down, therefore you are stranded, right? Let me show you what I did to get back to the launch, and then I figured the issue out. I'm gonna explain all that to you. If you find this video helpful, informative, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of Suzuki maintenance videos. I have my install video, my break-in video, 20-hour service, 100-hour service video that is step-by-step, everything you need to know. I have anode videos, how to change, properly flush your motor. Tons of information out there. Always have you a few tools on the boat at all times. A pair of channel lock pliers, a little small hammer, and some screwdrivers. This little flathead screwdriver will save your butt. A lot of y'all know this, but there's some people that may not, so I'm going to show y'all what to do. All right, on all your outboard motors, right down there, you have an open and close manual valve. You can see in there is a spot for a flathead screwdriver. All right, put it in there and you want to open that valve. So you turn it counterclockwise to open that valve and your motor will go down. It'll go all the way down. Just like that. So what that'll allow you to do is run back to the boat launch. Now we haven't fixed the issue. That is a manual bypass. If anything ever fails electronically with your tilt trim and your motor's up and won't come down, that is how you manually, temporarily fix it. You manually bypass it, and that'll let you crank up, run, get back to the launch without any issues. All right, let me show you what the problem is and how we're gonna fix it. All right, on all these newer Suzuki outboards, you have an upper and a lower trim limit that you can adjust and set to different heights. That is the issue. As you see, I've got a zip tie stuck in there right now to fake it out because I wanted to show y'all all the symptoms. Let me pull that zip tie out and you can see right there that is a normally closed contact. That means in the state it is in right now, current can flow through this switch into your trim motor. So when it is in this state, it will allow you to trim down. You have an upper limit that does the same thing, but in the opposite direction. All right, you've got this little arm right here, or lever if you will, and as you trim down, it rides right there on that lever and pushes it all the way down right there, and that is your lower limit. When it gets right there, it will open those internal contacts and will not allow current to flow through that switch, therefore stopping the motor from being able to trim down any further. Like I said, you've got the same type of switch for the up position. What happened is I had some debris, sand, dirt, something that got in there and had this stuck in the down position. So with it in the down position, I could not trim my motor down. It would trim up, as you saw, all the way, but wouldn't allow you to trim down. So once I figured that out, I sprayed it down with some WD-40, got it working back and forth real good, and I haven't had that issue since. You've got to have that spring tension right there, and sand, mud, debris will get in there. Little piece of shell, something I picked up, and it had it wedged down, and that was my issue. But as you can see, it works fine now since I pulled my little zip tie out. And now when I turn my key on, you still see the code. Now I'm going to trim down all the way. And I'll trim up. And as you can see, the code has cleared itself. No more issues. You can trim down and up. No problems whatsoever now. All right, as you can see, I'm sitting on 320 hours on this Suzuki 200 outboard motor. It has been completely 100% flawless. I love this motor, but that was the first issue I had, and it was free fix, right? But I didn't want any of my followers to get stranded out there on the water without knowing that 3-7 error code. Once you understand how it works, you understand it's a real easy fix. It's not in the fuses, it's nothing like that. That will be your issue. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week.